How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. I certainly hope you're having a good one because I am excited to be back. Things are going pretty well. They're going very well with the old transport company at the moment. I absolutely cannot complain. We're just shy of, well, we were coming up on $10 million. We're now just shy of $9 million, which is fine. It's fine. We're spending money to make money. That's how this game works. In terms of my lines at the moment, balance-wise, they could be better. But here's the thing to pay attention to. They're both full, those two trains, right? That's a pretty big deal. So if we go and take a look at the fuel delivery line, which is, it took a second to get there, but it did. Wait, no, it didn't. The hell? Hello? My train? Where is it? So we got this guy coming down here with 80 sets of tools on board. He comes in, he drops them off. It's $1.8 million. And then somewhere along here, we probably have a train that's full of fuel. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know where that train's gone. Fuel delivery, where are you? Oh, you're here. Yeah, so with 100 fuel on board, that's not bad. That is not bad. And I would even say that we can probably go ahead and double that up because we have got another 102 sat back there. So I think we could probably afford to double up the fuel delivery line for Stow in the Wold. We could probably double up the tools line as well, but I actually have a bit of an idea for the tools line. What I'm thinking, and what I've noticed, and actually this will play into that fuel line as well, but something I've noticed is that we are sitting on a lot of tools here, and that's great. And we're sitting on a lot of tools here, and that's also great. Now, we could double up the trains, like I've mentioned. We could move more tools down to Stow in the Wold, and Stow in the Wold, by the way, will absolutely appreciate it. They absolutely will, because if we have a look here, we're only coming up on about 50% of how much they want. So they wouldn't say no to more tools. They absolutely would not. I also want to see here how much you're going to make in a full load. 3 million. Okay. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. So yeah, these guys are getting a good amount of fuel, a good amount of tools. They could do with more though. But then I noticed something, and this is something that makes me really excited. Obviously, Leek and Crediton both want tools, right? But then I went across the water and I noticed Epping wants tools and fuel, right? Then down here, Wolverhampton wants tools and fuel. Then we come over here. Dawlish, tools and fuel. We have 3 towns that want the same things, and we're making both of those things. Also, this right here is going to be very exciting. These 3 towns want the same things. Now, we're making a lot of tools over here. We could set up a train line that takes some tools out in the eastern direction. We could also have a train line that brings fuel from Morton Hampstead all the way up to this station near Leek, where it gets transferred onto another train and taken out east. Or we could just have that train sort of connect sort of across to whatever line we set up here. Basically, what I'm getting at is that I think we should get some new stations. I think they should be quite lengthy. And I think we should go ahead and set up a bit of a system to start bringing tools and bringing fuel out to these places. I've talked before about how I want to have sort of central production areas for different things. That's kind of what this is gonna be, at least in my opinion anyway. That's kind of what it's supposed to be. We're gonna have, you know, central production for fuel down in Morton Hampstead, tools over in Leek. Eventually, I'm sure, you know, we're gonna want to change it up a little bit. We're gonna want to make sure that, you know, everything's getting produced maybe in multiple locations. You know, it's not something I think is infinitely sustainable, but I'm excited about it regardless because I think it's just gonna be cool. I want to bring some more trains sort of cross country. I just do. So that's kind of the plan here. Also, this right here is probably not the best connection in the world for the train station, but it'll do the job. It means that this guy can kind of come out and get over to Wolverhampton a bit easier. then this line just sort of comes around the hill and over towards Dawlish, which I think we're going to disconnect Dawlish from here. And I think we're going to put a train station right at the end of that road, because I think that's probably the best place for it, since we can bring the train around from Wolverhampton. In terms of that road, I guess, I mean, we're not really doing much with those buildings back there right now, so we could just leave it disconnected. I don't really want to do that, though. So let's just bring a bit of a country road kind of this way a little bit. Well, we'll bring it down, and then we'll sort of bring it this way through the forest, and we'll just connect it up to this this road up here. Something a bit like that. So it's still connected, it's just not as close to Dawlish. Speaking of which, another option here would, of course, be bringing... Oh, man. If we could bring oil sand over here, we could get fuel immediately for these places, and then we could make construction materials. That's another thing we really should do, because we have got, yeah, we have oil sand right here, but oh my god. Oh, this is, why have I not done this sooner? This might work out really nicely for us. It might not, but it also might. I'll tell you what, let's keep it relatively basic for now. Let's, you know, bring out a train line. So we'll go to about there. We'll double it up. We'll go to about there. We'll bring this guy sort of straight through. It's going to have some tunnel stuff going on. That's fine. And then this guy also straight through. We'll make sure it's not set to parallel because they'll double up the tunnels. And then we bring it over, and I'm basically going to want to somehow connect this thing to Rochester. Now, we're going to end up with a massive, massive bridge here at some point. We absolutely are. How many tracks do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. What if I was to do something like this, right? Now, I don't know how well this is necessarily going to work, but I'm thinking, what if we did sort of a big old bridge? Right, so we pre-make the bridge, and then I come down here, and basically we do 10 sections of track. We connect everything up to this. So that's 3. Oh man, the parallel thing is going to be kind of useful for this. So that's 3. This should now be, if it snaps properly, what is that going to be? 5. Then from this side, we want to go to there. That didn't double up that time. That's fine. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 more. So 1 from here. Basically, I want a big old bridge. I just want a big chunky bridge. And this bridge is very low as well. That's something to keep in mind. But we're probably never going to bring boats up here because it just goes to the end of the map. So not really too worried about that. Obviously not ideal, but probably fine. And I also just think this is going to look cool. I gotta be honest. I do think this is kind of going to look interesting. Having all these train lines kind of coming in the weird ways that are going to come in, and then going out in the weird ways that are going to go out. And if we get, you know, this many trains coming in here, it's just going to look awesome having them sort of... That just looks cool already, you know? Now, admittedly, Rochester, if we connect this up the way I've said, then this platform on the left is actually going to go sort of down here towards Heathfield and Swanley and all that. But this is cool. This is cool for now. So I'm kind of going to commit to the, you know, what looks cool rather than what we actually need right now. Now, can I get this guy to go in a nice straight line? I actually can. So we're going to do that. And from here, we're going to do the same thing. And then I need it to connect on the far side. So we're going to bring it over a little bit further. And then you need to connect to there. And that's fine. So that's... I mean, we're not bringing any construction material in here yet. Actually, no. Oh my god, they want tools as well. Okay, so we are going to be bringing tools in here. Oh man, this is going to be cool. Oh, I'm actually really excited about this. I'm genuinely really excited about this. I want to see Rochester with just so many trains going in and out. I think it's going to look awesome. Okay, so the track is in. I think it's looking kind of decent. It's going to keep its speed for the most part. It also comes over here. It runs parallel to this guy for a bit. It merges over, and then we have a point where it can merge to the right, because I'm going to just use the existing platform. I don't think we need to go too crazy with other platforms here. At least not yet. Maybe eventually. Just certainly not yet. Now, what we can do with this, and what we're going to need to do with this, is we are going to need to throw a bit of a signal here that says that this guy doesn't necessarily come out until this bit of track is clear, because that's obviously going to be kind of important. And we're going to need to do the same thing here. Oh boy, how is this going to work? Here. So you won't necessarily cross over until that bit of track is clear as well. So that should be all right. Hopefully that doesn't, you know, complicate things too much. And basically we're going to set up some lines. Well, I say we're going to set up some lines. We need to do a couple of things first. There's a little bit of housekeeping that needs done, which is obviously the various unload stops for trucks and things like that. So we're going to have one in the middle of that area. We are going to have one down here in that part of Wolverhampton. We are going to have one over here in Dawlish, down about there. And we are going to have one over here in Rochester, right about there. And that'll be fine. Then in terms of stations, it's going to be a relatively simple setup as well. I think for Rochester, honestly, even though we don't need it right now, I'm going to just do a 6 terminal station, because let's be honest, we are probably eventually going to need this, because there's probably eventually going to be a lot of cargo coming through here. So let's do this, as ridiculous as it might look right now. Then for Dawlish, actually all of them are going to need 2 platform stations now that I think about it, because they're all going to be taking deliveries of fuel as well. So we'll do a little 2 platform station right about, say, there for Dawlish. We'll do one down. Oh, I forgot I did this. I forgot about this mess that I've made here. Honestly, I don't hate the idea of bringing it off that main intersection. Oh, that's not terrible there, is it? It's not too bad. So we'll do that, as silly as it might look. And then for Epping, it's just going to be a simple little thing right off of this road here. So we'll get that right about there, and that should be fine. So those lines all need set up, and then we need to bring tools and all that kind of stuff. But I think what we're going to do is, since we have these new vehicles that we got kind of recently, I want to go here. I want to go and pin this, and I want to manage these vehicles, right? Because I want to replace them with this guy, because this guy is just a bit faster, and I think that's going to be kind of beneficial. So replace you guys with those as well. Replace, this is Steeled Tools Production. There's 20 vehicles on that. That's fine. Oh, there's 40 vehicles. That's whatever. Replace you guys as well. And then the credits in one, replace as well. So that's just going to be some faster vehicles going in and out of here. But the thing is that, well, obviously, we probably want to speed this up as well. So let's come in here and pin it, and let's just manage all of these vehicles. We got 20 here. Basically, what I'm going to do is everything that's going around leak right now, so anything that comes in or out of leak right now, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade it to these new vehicles so that this whole process just runs a little bit quicker. Even though some of this, like the sandy ones and the bright linksy ones, might get caught in traffic with slower vehicles. That's fine. The other thing I'm thinking is that all of this, just all of this, all of it, we're gonna regret doing this probably, but I want to see how much it's gonna cost to replace 100 of these. That's 3.7 million is actually a lot less than I thought it would be. I'll be honest, that is considerably less than I thought that would be. But yeah, that's fine. We'll just replace all of them, basically. So every single one of them gets replaced with a new vehicle. And there we go. They're also smaller, so hopefully that means that they can, you know, weave in and out of traffic a little bit better. But that should improve things in and around this area because everything is just going to be moving that bit faster. So that's kind of exciting. But what's more exciting to me is setting up this new line. So we're going to go from here and we are going to go to Epping, and then we're going to go to Wolverhampton. We're going to go to Dawlish. We're going to go up to Rochester, and then we need to go back. So going back is going to be there, there. We actually, we don't actually need this to stop on the way back now that I think about it. But it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, would it? Wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing in the world at all. I am also realizing that I have forgotten to do a little bit of a thing here. This guy needs to cross over to that side of the track if it can. So just there. Now if I look at it, you're still very much on the wrong side of the track right there. I kind of do need it to cross over. Unless I flip these, I think Epping maybe needs to be platform 2, 2, then 1. I actually don't know here. Hold on. Let's have a little look. Does it actually show me which platform's which? I don't think it does. Oh, wow. Yeah, they're going in the wrong direction. So 1 and then 2 on the way back. And 1 there. Oh, is that's better. Okay. I guess we will have it stop on the way back. I don't know. Wolverhampton to Dawlish is going to be platform 2. Then Dawlish to Wolverhampton is platform 1. Rochester is going to have to be platform 1 as well. I think. Platform 1. Oh, God. Oh, God. No, wait. I did that. I did the wrong tracks. Oh. All right. Well, a little bit awkward. Hold on. We can fix this. Again, we don't need these guys to... Wait, what way have I done this? Hold on. Oh, no, that's right. Okay, yeah, we don't need them to stop in the way back though, but that's fine. I guess we'll get rid of these stops and hope for the best. Oh, there we go. Wait, no, hold on. Yeah, that's fine. So that is doing what I want it to do. Okay, so that can run the... Oh my God, that is a long train line, but I'm excited about it. I also don't know what to call it. I guess it's... Oh man, it's kind of tools. Oh wow. Northeastern tools delivery, I guess. So cargo train, then northeast tools delivery is what we'll call it. And I think it can be that color. I think that's okay. And then we need vehicles, basically. Oh man, we need vehicles. Okay. Do I want road depots in here? I probably do, right? We probably do want to say, you know, have a road depot in at least Wolverhampton. So there. And that can send vehicles up to Epping, which is fine. Can send them around to Dawlish, which is fine. And then Rochester is going to get one as well. So we'll do one right about there. Does Rochester already have one? No. Okay. So that should be fine. That this is going to be nuts. This is either going to be crazy profitable or it's going to be a disaster, and I don't know which. So we're going to find out. Either way, it's road cargo, and then I guess this is Epping tools delivery. Epping sounds like the word you would use to replace a swear word. You know what I mean? Like you're hammering a nail into a wall and you're like, ah, I hit my Epping thumb. You know? It does sound like that. You can't tell me it doesn't, because it just does. Wolverhampton, tools delivery, and then over here is going to be Dawlish. So you're going to go from here to about there. Road cargo, Dawlish, tools delivery. Did I spell that right? Hold on. Road cargo, Dawlish, tools delivery. Delivery. Okay. That's fine. Just wanted to make sure. And then over here is same story. So road cargo, Rochester, tools delivery. And I think what we'll do for these guys, what color is that line? Sort of a, okay, so that's a kind of brownish color. So we'll grab 5 of these, I think. I don't think we're going to need 5 of them, but we'll get 5 of them. And we'll put you on the Rochester line. So away they go. Then coming down to Wolverhampton, we'll grab another 5 of them. They are going to be, I think that color. I think that's the right color. And they're going on the Wolverhampton one, which is that guy right there. We're going to need another 5 of them. And they're going on the Epping line, which is, what is that? Like that kind of color there, I guess. So onto the road cargo Epping. And then over in Dawlish, we're going to need another 5. Oh, that was 6. Whatever. And we'll put you in that color. Going to Dawlish. All right. So they're all heading out, which is very exciting. And I'm very excited about it. I'm just thinking, where do we want to put the train depot? Because I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter where it goes. It's not the biggest priority. I do think we should probably put it by, I feel like Rochester is the place to put it just simply because it's the place that has all of these platforms. So I guess that's what we do. Although I feel like this is going to grow, so I don't know where to put it necessarily. I guess over here, right? So buildings, train depot, and we can put it kind of like here-ish. So it's kind of like on the water a little bit. And I'm not sure if this is going to work, but I am certainly going to try and make this work. Where this guy comes out, this is going to be very, very slow. Oh man, hold on. It's just hit me that if I do ever expand passenger lines this way, this is going to be difficult. But I have my doubts that we're ever going to expand passenger lines that far. So we'll do, I actually realized I don't even need to do that. We can just merge this guy. So bring it down like this a bit. And then merge it across. Right? Then bring it sort of out. And it's obviously going to be kind of a slow section of track, but to be honest, it's a depot, so it doesn't really matter. And we'll just do that, I guess. So that lets it connect across, and then what we need to do is we need crossover points for the rest of it, which I don't think we're going to have enough room to do now that I look at it. So there, I am not 100% sure about this. This might not work, but we're about to find out. Apparently that's not possible. That's great. So it can get across a few of the tracks. It can't get across all of them. What about if I just do this? Wait, that's possible? You know what? you know what? Sure. I'll do. That looks like something. You know what? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. So does that mean that in theory, if I take out all of these guys, right? So they all go away. Does that mean I could then go to like here and connect it to that track? There's no way. There's no way. Wait. No, too much curvature. Yeah, I thought so. Hold on. What if I do here then? Yeah, it's still too much curvature. Okay. So that's fair enough, I guess. That makes that makes sense. I was a little curious as all to see if that was possible. This is apparently not a thing we can do either, which is all right. It's fine though, because that's all we needed right there was that push across. So in terms of trains, it's just going to be something that can move. I guess it's going to be this guy. This guy's quite fast, although it can't. I mean, it's going to be held back by the wagons because they can only do 31, but it's future-proofing, so it's fine. And it's going to be that color, so it's going to look nice. So we'll add you. And then we're going to be moving... What are we moving? Tools? So we're not going to be able to have the same train move tools and fuel, unfortunately, but that makes sense, right? So we're going to be moving tools. let's go and say we want capacity of, I'm going to say 120, right? So 120, 5.1 million for the train. Throw it onto the Northeastern Tools line, and away it goes. It's not a bad looking train, is it? Oh god, it sounds a little rough though. I don't like that. That's a little high pitched for my tastes, but all right. So over it goes. Oh god, it's huge. That might be a little too big, actually. That might run into some issues, but we'll see. But yeah, that can go ahead and run. We have these guys going around, these guys going around, and you guys going around. Over here, we have a lot of tools waiting to go to Stowe right now. Are we gonna get any for this new line is my question. I hope so. I do hope so. Because I mean, all the vehicles are going about, right? So hopefully it realizes. Hopefully it's like, oh, hey bud, we've got we got business to do here, huh? Hopefully it figures it out. Gonna be kind of awkward if it doesn't. I'll be honest, it's gonna be a bit of a problem because that's gonna be losing me a lot of money. Is what that's. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got 2. Not bad. not bad. That'll do, I guess. I'll tell you what we should do. I think we want another one of these guys. Also, how are we looking for money? Tools delivery is doing all right. The fuel one is not. But I feel like another one of these guys might not be a bad idea. Or let's replace it. Let's replace it with a new one. Let's just replace it with like this guy, right? And it's gonna have to be that ugly color again, but that's fine. And then cargo wise, let's just do the same thing, right? So up to 120 for the capacity. So to about there. 4.4 million, we'll do it. We'll make it that color. And that looks fine. That looks all right. That'll be a good train to have, I think. That'll be able to move a bit more in the way of tools, and hopefully, eventually, it'll, you know, make a bit more of a consistent profit. It'll be nice as well once we can get faster wagons, because right now that's sort of holding us back a little bit, but, well, not to worry about it for now. I'm sure it's fine. Now, here's a thing, right? Here's the thing. We have some choices to make, because on one hand, we could bring fuel from Morton Hampstead all the way down here. And we do have the fuel. The fuel, you know, there's plenty of it sitting in the train station. There's a good little bit of it sitting here. There's plenty of crude oil that we could move as well. Honestly, you know what? There's so much of this. Let's manage this and first off, replace with the new vehicles and duplicate, right? Let's put 40 vehicles on that line. And let's replace everything along this production line because it's going very well. So I think we'll reward them by not duplicating just one. Duplicate all of them, please. We'll duplicate all of them, replace them with the new vehicle, and then we'll come along here. We'll do exactly the same thing. So manage vehicle, duplicate all of them, replace them with this guy. And basically, is that all of them? I think that's all of them that I've replaced now, isn't it? It is. So basically, that's going to increase the amount of fuel that we're producing. So we could, right? I've set this up in such a way now that we could, by all means, go ahead and bring fuel from Morton Hampstead. I don't know that I want to do that, though, because we have got a bunch of oil sand right here. So I feel like it would almost make more sense to grab this oil sand, bring it over here, and then have a train take the oil sand over to Wolverhampton to have it turned into fuel and sand. That fuel can be sent into Wolverhampton, to Epping, and to Dawlish by truck, right? It's not enough distance to warrant a train, I don't think. We could do it. We could do it. I just don't think it'd be worth it. And then the sand can be taken by truck to here, and then potentially load it onto a train in Dawlish, because it's, you know, once that's done, it turns into construction materials. We load it on a train, we take the construction materials up to Rochester. And if there's a bunch of excess, we load them up and we bring them to Credit. Well, Crediton's already getting them, but you know what I mean. I think that'll be the way to do it. I think that would be better than whatever alternative we have right now. I think it'd be cool. I do think that's maybe what we're going to have to do. And I'm also thinking that with the increased production out here, we're probably going to want another train. This guy actually has enough for 2 trains right now, and that's without the increased production. So let's go. And first off, we'll manage you and we'll replace you with the new train. So that one. And then in terms of cargo, it's going to be tank cars, which we can go up to a capacity of, I don't know, 100 and... Do I want to do 125, 150? Do 150. I think this might be a bit of a lengthy vehicle, but we'll see. We'll also get you in that color. It is a bit... It's a bit of a lengthy one, but I'm sure it's fine. And what we can do is, I am going to duplicate you. So we'll duplicate that train. Obviously very expensive to do it, but I think we can get away with it. I think we can afford to do that. I might be wrong. That might have been the biggest mistake I've made so far, but I think we can get away with doing that. I hope we can get away with doing that. Either way, we're going to find out in the next episode whether or not I can get away with doing that. And we're going to find out whether or not this ends up being profitable, because I just don't know. It's going to take a while, I think. I do think it's going to take a while. Obviously, there's, 42 sitting here. There's production going on here, and that's great. I think production here is going to need to be better. This guy, I kind of want it to level up. I think down here, this guy could probably do with a little bit more production as well. It actually has way more coal than it has iron, so I'll tell you what we will do just before we wrap things up. Let's have a look at these lines, because that's actually kind of a problem. So, iron and coal. They're both 9 seconds, but the rates are different. And I don't remember what rate means in this case. So, let's add another 8 vehicles to the iron line. So we'll duplicate those. That'll bring us up to 60. That'll bring that frequency down a little bit, which means if we get excess iron in here or more iron, this will just start producing like crazy, and that'll hopefully be okay. Yeah. We're going to find out next time whether or not this thing ends up being profitable. We're going to find out next time whether or not we set up this line or not, which, I mean, we're probably going to. So, we're going to be busy, is what we're going to be. I'm excited about it. Either way, thank you very much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.